Hello everybody, my name is Vanessa Fioretti. I'm a digital marketing specialist and I work on the team for the Natural Health Expo on the marketing and digital creation side. And today I'm going to be hosting a little masterclass for you, and it's all about how to maximize your return on investment for signing up for the Expo, and ultimately how to create a ripple effect in your business. So what does that mean exactly? To me, if you're showing up, you said yes to the Expo and you're showing up, it's because you want to increase exposure for your brand and for your business. And obviously you'd like to see an increase in sales as well. So hopefully today's masterclass is going to help you do just that, help you to maximize that return, and also how to, you're going to gain a bunch of really great prospects that you're going to meet face-to-face at the Expo, and then how do we actually capture them and contact them to work with them in the future, so that if you have something upcoming, you have a rich roster of clients to offer it to, and because they met you face-to-face, they're a lot more inclined to say yes. So yeah, without further ado, let's get started. I'm just going to share my screen here. Okay, so creating a ripple effect and maximizing your return on investment. So inside this masterclass, we will dive into how and why you should build your mailing list. So from the digital marketing perspective, that's kind of the approach that I'm going to take through this entire class. That is my expertise, and it's the kind of the angle that I'm going for. And I'm going to try to explain to you why you should build your mailing list. I think it's really important regardless of what type of business you have. So I am mindful that a lot of you might have a more tangible product that you're trying to sell, and that you're not necessarily an online practitioner, or you don't really have any online offerings. You have more of a tangible brick and mortar business. So I am going to try to keep that in mind and cater to that as well. But I do think that regardless of what type of business you have, you should have a mailing list building in the background, regardless of if you send to them or not, because in the future, you might have a sale, or you might have something coming up that you want to contact people, and you want to be able to do that with ease, and email is the best way to go. I've been working in this industry for almost 6 years now, specifically on the digital marketing side, and I can say with full confidence that email marketing is still alive, very much so, and it can really help you to boost your sales. And so I'm hoping that today we can dive into a little bit more about how you can set that up for yourself and why you'd want to do it in the first place. We're also going to discuss how you can funnel potential clients into your paid offers or programs. So I'm sure you may or may not have heard of the word funnel before, like how to create, I like to refer to it more as a like a ladder of ascension, in the sense that you draw people in with free content and really valuable, juicy stuff that you share with them to kind of establish yourself as an expert, and then how you funnel them in, or use a stepping system to get them to come into a new offer of yours. So we're going to talk a little bit about that. We're going to take a moment to actually create a plan. So I know that most of you are busy, and if you're watching this, we may as well carve out 3 minutes and do a little brainstorming session, so that once you walk out of this masterclass, you will have some kind of tangible plan to take action on. I find that helpful. And then we'll have a quick chat about tech platforms at the end, because that's just part of the game. All right, so let's get started. So why should you build an email list? If you don't have one already, I want to remind you that social platforms are great, but you don't own them. What if Instagram crashes during a program or a course launch, or if you're launching a product and it does crash regularly? Or what if something changes in their algorithm, which also happens all the time, that restricts you from sharing what you want to share? Like, any of those things can change at any time. They can change the game on us anytime they want, because it's a free platform. And if they want to start charging business accounts for advertising and posting, they can totally do that, and that's up to us. So anything could happen with social platforms. And if this is the main way that you're marketing or building your business, just know that you're building your business on someone else's property. This is why I think it's really important to have a mailing list, because once you build your list, you own your list and you get to decide what type of content you want to share. And I find, for me, the people that are on your mailing list, they're the ones that really want to hear from you. And if they've let you into their inbox, like we all know it's a sacred place, because you don't want just anybody in your inbox. I know we get flooded with emails all the time. And so if they're actually opening your emails and reading through them, they are really keen to work with you. And so that's the type of list that you want to build. So regardless of what size it is, or where, like, if say you're starting at 0 and you have no one, even if you have a really juicy list of 20 people, you could still sell something to those 20 people and have something really great to offer and convert a ton of people into paying clients. And it's totally possible if you use the right approach. So let's move on here. Okay, so this is where I think we should do a little brainstorming session together. So let me explain how it kind of works first. So when I started, I told you, how can we maximize your return on investment? Obviously, that's something we all want to do. It's great if you have a really successful day at the expo, but then what? What if they sit down with you, they talk to you, and they're like, wow, I really want to continue ordering from this person. Like, let's say that they buy a product from you on the day of, and they love it and they want to continue purchasing it, but you have no means in which to sell to them online, or if you have no way to get them to check out, or if it's more like of an online program you have, let's say they want to work with you, but you don't have anything created to lead them into, then we're warming them up and then sending them off onto their way. And that could be a potential client, right? So how do we close that gap? So this is where we're going to do a little session together. Let me walk you through it first. So first of all, we're going to work backwards. I find it's easiest when you're creating a new offer to start at the end and then work back to the beginning. So first of all, what is your paid offer? So do you currently have something you'd like to sell at the expo? I hope that all of you do at some level. You have something you want to sell, either it be a tangible product, an online service. It could be consultations with you. Any of those things are applicable. So first, what is your paid offer? So I want you to actually get a notebook. I'm going to turn on some background music, and you're going to sit down right now and you're going to go through this. So, like I said, grab a journal, grab a pen, grab some paper, and answer the first question of what's your paid offer. And then the second question is, what is your exclusive expo offer? So you have a paid offer, and I've listed some options for you below. But your exclusive expo offer is something that you can extend as an exclusive deal to give them incentive to say yes right there at the expo. And so another thing that people really like about in-person shows is that they're getting a deal. They want to feel like they're really, there's an incentive to buy now, and that because they are buying now, they're getting a really good deal out of it. So this is your opportunity to think about that. And then third and final, what can you offer them for free? So this is going back to what I was talking about, the ladder. So number 3 is your first step. What can you offer them for free? And then the second one would be the exclusive offer that's only available at the expo. And then the third one is ultimately, what are you trying to lead them into, right? So you're giving people stepping stones to working with you, be it through your product sales or online programs or whatever that you have going on. So the digital offer, let's go back to this because I do think it should be digital. So think back to what your paid offer is. Is there any way that you can give them a taste of it for free? Try to keep it simple. It could be a short video that you record, guided audio, or a digital PDF download, which will be delivered to them via email. So I'm going to turn on a 3-minute song, and you're going to take 3 minutes to yourself and just do some brainstorming. Okay? So without further ado, take some time and let's get started. hope that was helpful for you. I took a masterclass once and someone did that, and I really liked it because we all don't really have all that much time. So if you're taking the time to watch this, we may as well do something together. So I hope you have an idea of what your paid offer could be, what your exclusive Expo offer could be, and then what is your digital free offer. So let's talk about that a little bit more. What would your next steps be? So to me, creating your digital freebie is the first step. So be it a PDF, download, a video that you could just do quickly, guided audio. I don't know what your business is, but you are going to watch this video inside the Facebook group. So if you have a question, you can drop it in the comment below and let me know. If you do have a question, like you're just stumped and you don't know what kind of digital free offer you should create, you can drop a comment below. And then your next step would be to create the opt-in page where people can give you their email in exchange for the freebies. So depending on where you're at in your business, you may already have a landing page software like Lead Pages, or ClickFunnels, or maybe you even just have MailChimp account and you can create really simple landing pages inside there. That you can use any of those to get started. And then write your welcome email. So I believe in Heather's masterclass, she mentioned this as well, is like pre-write your welcome email and your follow-up email from the day after the expo. If there's something that you want to sell or drive home, like your free like let's say your exclusive expo offer expires within a week after the expo, you'll want to follow up with everyone who signed up on the day of, and follow up with them to see if they're interested in whatever it is that you are offering. So write your welcome email. If you can, also write the follow-up email for the day after the expo when they're still kind of excited. And keep it short and sweet and deliver your free offer inside the welcome email, and then deliver the offer again inside the follow-up email. So my tip for when you're actually at the expo, instead of collecting emails on a piece of paper and entering them manually, bring a laptop or iPad and have a really beautiful landing page for your free offer that they can enter their info on the day of. And that way that you don't have to manually enter it. And this has happened to me before. I'll collect a list of emails and then I'm just exhausted because it is tiring. After the expo, it's the day after is always tiring, and you may not want to manually enter everyone's email and name into your mailing list. So I find it's a lot easier, and people are a lot more inclined to just enter their information digitally, especially if there's a free offer attached to it. So another option that you have is when people show up, tell them to enter their email and receive your freebie as like a prize. Or you could even create a special giveaway prize for the day of the expo, and then say sign up to my mailing list, and then we're going to pull a name next week and I'll let you know if you're the winner. And so those are all things that incentivize people to sign up to your list so that you can follow up with them well after the expo, because this is a really great opportunity to gain exposure, like I said, and to kind of establish yourself as an expert in your field. And so creating this step-by-step system to collect prospects and leads into is a really great opportunity for you to create a ripple effect in your business moving forward, and to make sure that the people that you're connecting with can easily connect with you afterwards, and that you can connect with them easily too. So I do want to touch on email marketing platforms because it's kind of my jam. So now there's a bajillion different programs out there that you can use, but in my experience, I have experience with all of these that I've just listed on the page here. So to me, if you're first starting out, you can just go with MailChimp. It's free for the first 2,500 subscribers. You can have a free account. You can only have one list, but it's pretty affordable to upgrade if you want to have more than one list. Like if you are delivering freebies, then it's pretty easy. It's pretty affordable. I think it's only $10 a month. Otherwise, you can just have one list and funnel everyone onto that one list, send them your welcome gift, and that's free. So MailChimp is the first option, low barrier because it's free. So it's the easiest thing to go with. The next step up would be Aweber. It's a little bit more affordable than the third step up, which is ActiveCampaign. They're both kind of on par. Aweber will allow you to have more lists, but I think it's a little bit more expensive. There's no free version. And then ActiveCampaign is the creme de la creme of email marketing. And if you have money to invest in that department, then you can go with that platform. Otherwise, if this is all kind of feeling a little overwhelming, the best way to go, I think, is MailChimp, because it's easy to use. And like I said, there's no barriers. It's free. So it's easier to say yes and actually take action when there's no money attached to it. And then landing page platforms. So I will say, well, I just said there's MailChimp that's free. There is a cost of doing business online, and that is, it always comes into digital platforms. So to me, if you are trying to keep your costs low and you're just starting out growing your list and your following, I think it's more important to invest in landing page platforms and to get a free low-cost MailChimp account until you hit that 2,500 subscribers on your list, and then you can think about upgrading to the other ones. Your landing page platforms, Lead Pages or ClickFunnels. Lead Pages is the most affordable one, and it creates really beautiful pages. It's really easy to use. And it will just help you get started a lot faster. You'll have a lot more options and ways to advertise your programs and products and offerings if you have something like this in place. Now, if you have more of a product-based store, then you might want to look into Shopify instead of Lead Pages. I believe they're roughly the same amount of money per month. But if you do want to create an online store, then Shopify is a good one. It's not listed on here, but Shopify is also a really great thing, but that's more if you have tangible products to sell. Whereas if you're doing like opt-ins and you're creating something that's an online offer, then Lead Pages is the most affordable and it's the way to go. So that was my little tech lesson there. If all of this is feeling super overwhelming and you do have interest of creating an opt-in for your business and to have it up and running for the Expo, which I highly recommend to help funnel people onto your list and into your community, if there's enough interest and there's enough of you out there who really want to implement this system before the Expo, I can create a digital marketing package for you. If there's, like I said, if there's enough interest, I'll create a pretty sweet deal for exhibitors if this is something that you want. So if this is something that you do want and you want me to create a package for you as an exhibitor with a pretty sweet deal attached to it to help get your opt-in up and running, or to help support you in this capacity, let me know. Drop a comment below or send us an email. And then, yeah, if I get enough feedback, then I'll make up a package for you guys. So that's it, the end of my story. Hopefully this was helpful. This is my very first masterclass, so I hope I didn't ramble too much. But if you do want to follow up, you can find me on Instagram and Facebook at Here and Now Media, and you can join my mailing list, vanessafioretti.com/list. I share bi-weekly or sometimes monthly emails with digital marketing tips and advice about how to infuse more love and integrity into your marketing. And that's it for today. Yeah, drop a comment below and have an amazing day. Take care.